Hey everybody, and welcome back to my dream machine, and welcome back to Creative Kiwi Designs. My name is Sue and I am from OML Embroidery, and today we're going to be making this awesome pumpkin placemat. So get all your fabric and your batting and your pretty colors ready, print out your instructions, and I put mine in a little Creative Kiwi book, and let's go to the machine. So I'm going to hoop some water soluble stabilizer. And the first thing we're going to do is stitch out the outline so we know where to place everything. And we're starting on the left-hand side of the pumpkin. Once that finishes stitching out, put down your pretty fabric on the top with some batting, and underneath, I just slipped underneath it. It stays very well. A little bit of cutaway backing to cover everything, and that's the back part of it. Now, you don't need to change your bobbin thread because it's fine that it's white. Once it stitches that part out, we're going to trim it all, and we're going to trim both sides. So do the front and do the back. Make sure your scissors are nice and sharp, and it's really easy to cut the cutaway, so just be a little careful with that. But trim it nice and tight and put it back on the machine, and we're going to be doing all of the fancy stitches. The first one is the tack down, which will cover everything up and you won't have any of the white batting showing, and it's going to keep everything down nice and solid. And we're going to do some decoration stitches as well as our satin stitches around the edge with the pretty design, and another satin stitch down the middle, and it looks fantastic so far. I think I've done a pretty good job. Now this is step 1 of 3, so there's 3 hoopings, and the last hooping we're going to put everything together like a puzzle, and it actually works really well, so don't panic. So here we are, we're just finishing up this. It looks great. I love the thread and fabric that I picked. Once that's done, we're going to cut it away from the water-soluble stabilizer, and we're going to take special care with the inside. Take a few minutes to just trim it up and make it nice and even, and without, too much of the batting showing through. All right, so now we're on the second part, which is the right-hand side of the pumpkin. And this one is a little bit different because we have a leaf on it, so there's another step to it. So again, you put the cutaway fabric behind it and batting and top fabric, and then stitch it down. And once that's stitched down, now because I did orange and I did green, I decided to cut out the leaf because I thought it would look better. I didn't want anything to show through. Give it a little tack down for Mr. Leaf, cut it out. I forgot to film it, sorry about that, but I just cut out the leaf. And then we're going to do some zigzag stitches to get everything nicely down and nicely covered so it doesn't go anywhere. It's starting to look good. It's starting to look really good. Now, of course, once it's tacked down, it's going to do all the pretty stitches for you, including the satin stitches on the outside and down the side, so it looks really good. Once that's done, you're going to change your thread to green, and we're going to stitch all of the detail work on the leaf. So once it's done orange, it's going to put itself back into position. I changed thread. I didn't film it because you guys can know how to change thread on your machine. And it's going to stitch out the beautiful green. Now I picked a really nice thread that goes with my just little, it's not even a charm square, it's just a little square that I've saved probably for about 10 years. And it's the perfect color of green for this leaf. I thought I wanted something bright to equal the brightness of the pumpkin. So far it's looking really good. So the outside is done. Now it's going to do the detail work. And once that's done, we take it off of the machine and we're going to cut it out again. We cut it away from the water-soluble stabilizer, and again, making special care to cut carefully around on the inside. Now the outside you don't have to worry too much about because you can take water, but the inside one, take a few minutes to trim it up. You can see I just a little bit just to make it even. It makes it easier for putting it together. Back to our machine, hoop some water-soluble stabilizer again, and we're going to do the middle part. We're almost done, and it's starting to look really good. So put your cutaway fabric underneath and put some batting on and tack that down, tack both of them down. And there we go, tacking down. I left in my green thread. I probably should have changed it, but it doesn't matter. The first applique we're going to do is the top part, and that is like the stem on it. I did change my thread there because I didn't think it looked cool. I just picked this really neat brownish fabric and a nice thread to match. So once that gets tacked down, you're going to trim, but only trim where the pumpkin and the stem meet. Put down your fabric, your beautiful pumpkin fabric, and we're going to tack that down. So there was only one little trimming. I didn't remove my hoop. I just thought it was easy enough to just neaten it up on the machine. Now we're going to trim everything out very carefully, of course, being careful on the sides to make sure you have a nice clean cut. It just makes it matching it up easier. And cut through the fabric and the batting. Now I decided on this one because I wanted to be really careful. I did the fabric first and then the batting so I could get a really nice cut. And of course, go on the back again, and it's a lot easier to cut out on the back. And you don't have to be too perfect on the back, but as close as you can get makes it even better. I just kind of neaten stuff up and take a few minutes just to trim it as well as I can. Back on the machine, and it's puzzle time. Now, if you look at it when you're doing it, it fits perfectly in at the top and at the bottom. There's kind of a little indent. And slow your machine down. I have my machine down to about 400, and then you can hold it in place very carefully. Don't sew your fingers, please, but it's going a lot slower than it's showing here. And it's just going to do a zigzag stitch and put everything together. Once it stops, I would give it a check and make sure you got it in right. You should, because it fits nice and tight in the top, and it's going to do just another zigzag stitch to hold it down, and it's going to stop for the other side. Now it's the exact same thing. It fits in perfectly. So if you have it, you have it. And just kind of hold it and be really careful. Still have your machine on slow, but be really careful. I thought the tape would help a little bit. It actually didn't very much, but you can tape it a little more if you want. But it fits in like a puzzle. So that's when the trimming helps out. If you have it nicely trimmed, it'll fit in that much better and it'll look great. I didn't have any issues with it and it looks fantastic. It's so neat to be able to do such a large design on us, on a machine like this. It's fantastic. Now I changed my thread, and the next thing to go is the brown. So we're just going to outline the stem in brown. Now if you wanted to do a different color stem, you can. Feel free to, experiment with fabrics and colors. Mine's kind of wild for the stem, but that's what I had, so that's what I did. Once that stops, we're going to change back to our orange thread, and we are going to do satin stitches. Now we're still just working on the middle part, so we're going to finish up the decorations, the fancy stitches on the middle part, just so it matches everything else. Now is for the finishing touches. That zigzag seam that we did is now going to get pretty satin stitches, and you should have put it together right, and you won't be able to see any seams. You won't be able to see that you did it in 3 hoopings. And it's just going to do one side and then round the bottom, and then it's going to go round the top with lovely satin stitches to cover everything up. It actually looks really cool stitching out so fast. I think it's neat. Anyways, fun to watch. You guys can watch it too. And we're almost done. This is actually the worst of it. Just remember, it's a puzzle piece. It fits in, and just be careful about it and slow your machine way down. You can do it. Now look at this. I'm done. It's perfect. I'm so happy. All you have to do now is just trim off the water-soluble stabilizer from the middle of the pumpkin. And then, of course, you can get some water and touch up the outsides. And you guys will love this. This was so much fun to do. I think it's really cool doing such a large project. I also think it's really cool that when you're done, it's done. So thanks everyone for watching. I'm glad you could join me with this. Don't forget to like the video and share with everyone, and to let me know that you guys want more videos just like this. I'll see you guys in the next video.